Welcome back, Commanders, to another video, and today we're going to be deep diving into Operation Athena. I've had some time to give it a good trial run so that I can come with you with the best tips and tricks on how to beat this. Now, for starters, guys, I do want to let you know that unfortunately I wasn't in fact able to get the 100% yet. We just don't have the fighters. It's one thing our alliance does not have. You'll actually see quite a few of these fighters actually have bomber officers on them. We just don't unfortunately have the capability to stop those bombers coming in. As I said, I'm sure we'd probably be able to, do some decent protection against them, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to hit that, above 75%. But just a big clarification for you there. So what I want to kind of give you guys is the breakdown on a very successful strategy. Now, kind of a big shout out to I Have No Money For as well. I checked out his videos, saw how successful he was doing it, and it really does make sense. So the best possible way for you to achieve Operation Athena is actually to have 2 infantry, one towards the top of the map, as you can see mine is currently at the top, and then also one to the bottom of the map. And believe it or not, you don't need to reach out and go and chase down all these different units, because if you keep your units very close to the middle, as you can see, my units, they're staying as close as they can, and then at the same time, guys, all you need to do is just do small little rotations. And with those small little rotations, guys, all you then need to do is just make sure you have 2 infantry, as I mentioned, have 2 or 3, maybe even 4 rocket launchers, and then the rest of them to have either sort of helicopters or light tanks or MBs, whatever you have, your most best suited officers for those units. Now, unfortunately, in this footage, our other infantry kind of got a little bit carried away. Instead of, staying close, he decided to reach out and chase down all these units, which in theory technically kind of messed us up a bit. It made our tanks take a lot of damage, but we took 0 damage on the rocket from vehicles, so technically it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we didn't lose any HP from that. The only way we lost HP was purely from the bombers, and as I said, if you are an alliance that has pretty good and decent air defense, i.e. fighters, you should be perfectly fine. As you can see here, I'm trying to come out to stop them and slow them down because I have Blade Wing, so I'm trying to use Blade Wing's effect to slow them down as much as they can before they get in, to try and just, reduce the amount they are there. We are using bomber officers on some of these fighters, so they're not the most strongest, unfortunately. So that's going to be your best way in able to survive this. Stay as close as you can to the rocket and just sort of ease your way around whatever direction they're coming in. Now, the next tip I'm going to give you guys, as you see here, for example, difficulty 10 says recommended power to be 150 on average. Now, if we go in here to switch, I can change the different difficulties, and it goes up by, I believe, 50 million on each. But let's have a look here. So what I'm going to show you guys is here the rewards. Now, the rewards are depending on the difficulty you do and how much percentage you have remaining on the rocket. So we're going to do another take on number 10. Again, we've only had 1 take on the difficulty 11 and 1 take on the 10. So we didn't manage to keep it above that 76%, but we will try and, go for this to get those extra rewards right here. But even then, we're also going to go over to difficulty 15 and then 14, 13, and we're going to try and get just 1%. If we keep 1% on the rocket launcher's HP, we'll actually get a hold of these rewards here. No matter what it is we're able to survive to, we could always try and go for the highest possible. That way you have a chance of getting extra rewards in the long run. So honestly, in my personal opinion, guys, I think you should always try to go for the highest possible, even if it's to keep 1% remaining. If you're able to keep that 1%, you're going to get rewards. Then, obviously, as I said, if you, have good air force, you have the setup I've just explained to you, I think you're then going to be able to obviously try and go for the 76+%. And that is definitely going to be what we're going for next. As you can see here, guys, we've done a couple of different tests here, and we technically won them all because we didn't die. But even this one here, you can see we only had 4% remaining. I think this is when we only had 8 people in there, though. So it really does make a difference. But as you can see, the first time we tried it, 32% remaining. The second time we tried it, 4% remaining because someone had to get off. And then when we actually had 10 members, we put the difficulty down a bit, we managed to do a little bit better. So as I said, we're going to go through, we're going to try and complete as high as possible just to get and maximize those rewards. Operation Athena does come out once every 3 weeks, so don't worry guys. Even if you don't get those max rewards, you can keep getting these rewards every 3 weeks. So that's going to be kind of cool. And I am wondering what they'll change this bit here to, because at the moment you get the all champ ballot packs. I'm guessing it's just going to change. Yeah, okay, it's going to change to these afterwards, the armor wrenches. So that will change to armor wrenches, I reckon. But as I said guys, this is definitely a very fun and honestly a very exciting event for me. I genuinely do enjoy it. It's nice to have some new Raven stuff that's, just out and about. We don't have many Raven things. I mean, the only thing we really have is the Distract and Destroy. We've got paratroopers, and that's honestly it off the top of my head. We've got Operation Spy Capture. When it comes to like actual teamwork and going into an event with your team, there really isn't much. I think this is the first one, so I'm really excited to see if there's maybe more to come out in the future. But overall guys, this is definitely a big thumbs up for me. I'm really enjoying it so far and excited to see where we can take it. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. Please let me know if this sort of tactic and strategy has helped you manage to hit that next stage of getting those rewards. A massive thank you to each and every single one of you for tuning in today's video. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button and think about telling your alliance to come and drop a subscribe on the channel. Hope you're having an amazing day guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care everyone.